Okay, so main focus for this week, we'll run through our usual mobility protocol, adding a couple of things, just maybe trying to hit each one of our areas. So we've got one stretch or one mobility protocol for ankles, then we'll move to the hips, then we'll retest, just going into our squat there, then we'll move through our lats and our T-spine, and then we'll get into our cleans. Okay? So main focus, once we're through that mobility protocol, we're going to get into our clean pull for today. Okay, so we get a bit of time with barbells or with PUCs once we unlock those stronger and more stable positions. Okay? So first one, we're just going to go for a quick mobility screen. All it's going to be is a squat. Okay, so before we get into loosening off the ankles and hips, we're just going to have a go at squat first. Okay, so get yourself set in that squat stance. So as always, feet underneath hips, toes pointed slightly out, and then corkscrewing the floor with my feet, making sure the weight's towards my heels, my full foot is in contact with the floor then. Okay, and then I'm going to send my hips towards my heels, keeping that chest tall, driving those knees out, and then if I can, I'm going to get as low as I can with that squat, have a feel of how those ankles are feeling, how the hips are feeling, and then stand tall. Okay? So just have a look at that. Chances are you feel a little bit tight. So just get as low as you can. Good, so just have a mental note of how those ankles feel, how that is feeling, how the hips are feeling. And then we'll go into our first one. Okay, it's just going to be our dorsal flexion stretch. Okay, so that usual one probably has knees. All we're trying to do here is press our knee over our toe. Okay, so I've got my foot flat to start off with. I'm then going to press my knee directly over my toe, get as far as I can, and then let my heel come off the floor just a couple inches there. And you're trying to get as much range with that ankle as you can, and then ease it off. Okay, we're going to do that 5 times. So again, foot flat, press the knee over the toe, just apply as much pressure as you need to on top of that knee. And then you get as far as you can, and allow that heel to come off the floor just a couple inches, find that stretch, and then ease off. Okay, you're going to go for 5 on each side. So I think we've all done this one before. Again, main transfer is just going to be in that squat, allowing our knees to drift over our toes. Just support those hips. Take a little bit of stress away from the hips, trying to get down to that squat as well. Good, so 5 on each side. If you've got a weight, you can pop it on top of your knee. If not, just go for both hands on top and then apply as much pressure as you need to. Okay, so 5 on each side, and then you can rest up. I'll give you about 30 seconds to rest. You've got a time when you can use one. And then you can rest up, just allow those ankles to move, so have a walk around, shake off legs, and then we'll go back in again. Get a little more rest. This time, see if you can get a little more range with that foot flat to start off with. So knee tracking over the toe, keep that foot flat, and then we find that same point where you can't get any further, allow the heel to come off the floor again. Okay, when you're ready, we'll do 5 more on each side. You apply a little more pressure on top of the knee this time. Just increase that pressure. Should allow for a little more range as well. This one will help you get into that clean set position as well. Just with that bar against mid-shin, it's handy to have plenty of range in our ankles as well. Good, so 5 on each side. Each rep, we're looking to get a little more. Just as the ankle loosens off, potentially calf loosens off as well. Good, okay. So that is done with our ankles forward just now, should be feeling a little looser. We're going to go for our next one, we're just going to focus on the ankles. Okay, so we did this one about 2 weeks ago or so. We're going to beat that barbell or piece of type of square. And then we're going to set in a seated position here. Okay? Now we want our feet just outside of our usual squat stance, so more like our sumo stance. Okay? And then grab yourself that barbell, get against your heels if you can. Okay, and then all we're going to do is fold in half. So get chest down towards the floor, use that bar as a little bit of a leverage, try to get your chest even further down towards the floor, but make sure back leg, back of the knee stays in contact with the floor the whole time. Okay, you should be feeling the stretch all the way through the inside of the hip there. Okay, try to get your chest low down to the floor as you can, and then you start to use those arms to pull yourself down, and then you should feel the switch yourself. Okay? So I'll give you about 10 seconds, find that stretch, and then we're ready to go. So again, make sure you set up, try your legs flat in contact with the floor if you can, back of the knees, press through the floor, and then the fold in half as low as you can. Okay, when you're ready, we'll go for our 30-second stretch in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So 30 seconds, get the chest low down to the floor if you can. This is going to help unlock our adductors, which are going to help drive those knees out as we go down to that squat. Good, you've got about 10 seconds, so you can sink a little go down. And we'll keep driving the knees down to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds rest. You can have a walk about, loosen off those legs again. But we're going to go for one more stretch. This time you can get your chest a little lower down towards the floor. Again, think about folding in half, letting that torso drop down towards the floor. Okay, 10 seconds and we'll go down. Back into that stretch in 3, 2, 1, off you go.
Archie, are your legs active or are they relaxed?
So relaxed enough that they can be flat on the floor, but make sure they don't start to bend. So if relaxed legs for you means kneecaps off the floor, keep them active, keep driving the kneecaps down. Okay. And then other than that, only thing active should be the arms, just allowing a little of that leverage to pull you down. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, good work. That's us done with our adductors. Next one, we're going to go for our couch stretch. Okay, so you need something, whether it's box, couch, chair, whatever it may be. Okay, and then if you've been through this one before, I know that being on one knee is going to hurt that knee. Grab yourself a pillow so you can struggle underneath that knee. But all we're for here is set up in our lunge stance. Okay, so ground and floor, we're going to have our back foot flush in contact with whatever object we're using. And then if you can, nice vertical front shin, torso is upright. Okay, now in this position, chances are you're already feeling that stretch through the hip flexor in the front hip. That's fine. Just find that position where you can get that nice vertical front shin, torso upright, and then back foot flush with an object. Okay? Now from there, we're going to go for a 15-second active press through. Okay, so my hips are getting driven through. I'm squeezing my back glute, so I've got my right leg back. I'm going to squeeze that right glute. Make sure that I'm pressing through my hips. Try not to bring my lower back too much. Okay, so 15 seconds, hips are pressed through, increase that stretch as needed. And then once we're through 15 seconds, we're then going to rotate away from our back leg, and then same again. Hips press through, try not to round your lower back too much. Okay? So again, 15 seconds to start with, just driving those hips through, squeezing the back glute, making sure we try to keep our torso nice and upright. And then once you're through 15, you can then rotate away from the back leg. Okay, so if your right leg's back, rotate to the left, get as far around as you can, feel that stretch increase, and potentially move up through the midline as well. Okay? So I'll give you 10 seconds to find that stretch. And then we'll get going. Okay, so first, as you press through those hips in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So again, squeeze back glute. Keep the core nice and tight, try not round the lower back too much. And then as you feel the hip flexor loosen off, press a little bit further through if you can. Okay, we're going to rotate away from that back leg in 3, 2, 1, off you go. Good, so rotating the opposite direction of that back leg, you should feel that stretch increase and move a little bit higher up through the midline. But again, make sure we're pressing the hips through, keeping that torso upright. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Okay, rest there. Good work. So I'll give you a little bit of time to transition over, and we're going to go for the same thing again on the other side. Now, these will help if you've ever struggled keeping your torso upright and felt that tightness through the front of the hip. This will help loosen off those and allow you to keep that nice upright trunk as you sink those hips back and down. Okay, swapping sides. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So again, first one, just keeping that torso upright, pressing the hips through. Good, and then we're going to rotate away in 3, 2, 1. Okay, rotate away from that back leg. Press hips even further through if we can. Good, hip flexor should be screwing us. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. Okay, give you 30 seconds, and we'll go for that once more. Potentially this will start out, start to feel that stretch in the quad as well, that's fine. We'll loosen off those as well in the process. But again, main focus is just the front hip through those hip flexors. If you're doing a lot of V-ups in classes, chances are hip flexors will be feeling quite tight. Okay, we're going back to the start. So whatever leg you start on, get that back up flush with whatever object we're using. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. Good, so again, first one, just pressing hips through. And then we're going to rotate away in 3, 2, 1. Rotate away from that back leg. Press hips through even further if you can. Good, team, almost there. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds, swap sides. And we'll go for the same on the other side now. Okay, back in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So first 15 seconds, just pressing through again. We're going to feel that stretch through the hip flexor, through the quad of that back leg. And then we'll rotate away in 2, 1. Off you go. Good, twisting away from the back leg. Keep that torso upright. Last little bit. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, very nice. And that's just probably focus on build to work. Next one, we're going to focus on our last arm T-spine. Okay, first we'll go for our mobility retest. So back into that squat that we did to start off with, just to make sure the mobility drills have done what we want them to. So back into that squat stance, hips go back and down, torso stays upright, weight stays in the heels, have the feel, how those ankles feel, how steel hips feel now. You should be able to unlock a little bit more of a stable healthier position then. Good, but again, when we get ready for that squat, remember, corkscrew those feet out, send them back to the heels. Good, squat something better there.
Yep.
So, next one we're going to go for, again, our lat T-spine focus. aid us with our front rack, getting those elbows up and out. Okay, it'll also help you transfer off the feel any sort of niggle in the elbow and wrist, just in that front rack position or in the overhead position as well. Okay, so first one will be our box or bench, or whatever we're using, and then we'll need our bar as well. Now for this one, as you will start with our mobility test and screen. So you'll see it in front of that box. Tuck those heels nice and full, legs, and then hands in our clean grip. Okay, so you've got thumbs distance every hip cell on that bar, full grip on the bar with the palms facing down if you can start with, and then making sure lower back, tailbone, shoulders, all through that spine, through the wall, and then raise my hands up, get as far back as I can, and then back to the next start. Okay, nice control there, keep those arms straight. Just have the test there, too easy for Jen. Okay, and then back down, we're going to turn those palms up to the ceiling, external rotate those shoulders, bring this focus a little more to the lats, but again, make sure, reach on the back in, get lower back press into the wall, and then we'll raise those hands up, getting as far back as we can. Okay? So again, this should just let you know if you've got any sort of imbalance and where you need to focus your mobility work in general. Okay, so if you're struggling to get bar with your palms facing down, from more through the shoulders to the C-spine, if it's with your palms facing up, a little more through the lats. Okay, so the first one, we'll leave that box again, and we'll go for our usual lat stretches. Okay, so the first one, with our palms facing up, hands in that same grip we just have. Up to how close you are to the box. All we're trying to do here is sink our chest down towards the floor. Okay, first one, we're going to have our core tight. If we can, elbows are going to be inside the hands or underneath the hands. And then create that turtle shell with our back, keeping that core tight. I'm going to sink my chest down towards the floor, press the armpits down. Okay, up to where you have the bar, just where we find that stretch. If you're not quite feeling it, I'll bring your hands closer over your head. Okay, so that's going to be our first one. Again, you should be feeling this mainly through the lats and then a little bit through the armpit as well. Okay, I'll give you about 10 seconds to get yourself set up. Now we're just going to go for a 30-second hold here. So as usual, 30 seconds, pressing down, shoot through those lats and as we go through. Okay, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So again, nice and steady to start with. Just let the lats loosen off. And as you start to feel that stretch ease, you can then press the armpits down to the floor. But we can keep that core tight. We don't want to see any rounding or arch in that lower back. Almost there. Got 5 seconds. Keep pressing down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. We're then going to transition over to our next one. Okay, shifting that focus more to our T-spines, upper middle back, less and lats. Okay, so similar setup as we had before. Hands in that same grip. This time we're going to have our elbows outside our hands if possible. And then we're going to allow the arch to occur in my lower back. Hopefully it's more from my upper back, which is letting that go loose. Signal to extend towards the floor, and you should feel that stretch move more through the shoulders and more through the middle of the back. Okay? So again, very similar setup, just bring those elbows a little further out if you can, and then let our core go loose. Ideally, that arch will occur more through our upper back than the lower back. But it should now shift that stretch a little bit. Okay, if you're ready, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. So again, 30 seconds, ease into the stretch. You can have a play around with where your hands are, just find wherever that stretch is best. For this one, you can let that core relax and just focus on sinking the armpits down. got 10 seconds left. Good, keep pressing down. Should be feeling shoulders and arms loosen up a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, very nice. Now we'll move on to our next one. Now that hopefully the lats and T-spine are feeling a little more loose, you'll need a foam roller or cushion for this one, and then you'll need something to sit on and a bar as well. Okay, so we went through this one last week, but you will need something to sit on, something you can put between your knees. So it can be towel, cushion, pillows, whatever you got. Okay, and then keeping that focus on the T-spine, that'll help us get those elbows through in our front rack, keep them up in our squat, and then allow that bar to be stable overhead as well. Okay? Now, from that seated position, I'm grabbing that foam roller or pillow or towel, up in between my knees, and ideally it should be a straight line from my hip through my knee and over to our here, but find that position as you can, with a straight line from your hip through your knee then. Okay? And then you squeeze your knees together, that's going to have stability for the lower body. You're then going to grab that bar, pop it onto your back, just where you have before back squat, so in between your traps and your shoulders, and then elbows are nice and tight, horse tight, shoulders over the hips there. Okay? Now from there, we're going to rotate and then side bend. Okay, so we did this one last week. We're going to rotate away first, up to which direction you go. Rotate one way, keep those elbows underneath that bar, rotate as far as you can. When you find that point you can't rotate any further, you're then going to bend down, rotate down, back up, and then you unlock a little more range there. Rotate down, back up. You do that 3 times, and then you come back to the side. Okay, so each time you find that point you can't quite rotate any further, then you can side bend, come back up, and then you unlock a little more range. Okay, now as we do that, all we're doing is allowing a little bit of space to occur between the joints of our T-spine. That again will help us when we come into our front back. Okay, so you've got 3 rotations and side bends away one direction, and then move the opposite way, and then we'll rest and do that once more. Okay, happy there? If you're ready, you can get started. 3 on each side. So again, rotate as far away as you can. Keep those elbows underneath that bar. And then all the way through that, make sure to drive the knees together as well. Just creating that stability through the lower body. Nice, Jen. So again, each time when you rotate and then side bend, you should feel you unlock a little more range through your arm and the back there. Okay, so I'll give you 30 seconds of rest there, but it's up to how long you take between those sets. And then we'll go for that again. So it's this, then we'll retest, and then we'll move to a little more positional work. Good, so when you're ready, you can go for that again. But again, make sure you rotate, get as far around as you can, and then we can side bend and go a little further each time. Second time through, you should find that end point a little bit further out. Good work.
Oh, that's a hard one.
How does that feel though? You feeling it through the upper back?
Yep, definitely.
Okay, we're then going to go back to our little stream. So back to that seat position. Getting those feet nice and close. Driving my whole spine through whatever object we're using. First one, palms facing down. Keep those arms extended. And you should find you get a little more range there. Or you can keep your lower back in contact with the wall a little longer. Okay, and then once you've tested with your palms facing down, external to those hands, palms up to the ceiling, and then we'll back up. You should find, if you had an imbalance to start with, you close that gap a little bit at the last little bit. Good work. Okay. So next up, we're going to go for our clean salt presses. So as we did last week, we're going to continue on from that point. Okay. So if you did this last week and you know where you went from, so we've got quarter squat time, so there's 4 stages here. We've got slight flexion in the knee, we've got above parallel, just below parallel, and then that jump squat. Okay, up to where you go from, depending on how mobile you're feeling just now in that front rack and squat. Okay, so if you remember where we went from last week, you come back into that depth and then go for your 5 soft presses. But again, making sure elbows stay high up in front of that bar if you can. And then as we press, chin goes back, press that bar straight up and down, get those elbows back in front of the bar to move up. Okay? If you don't quite remember where you were last time, that's fine. Just start with that first stage. So slight flex in from the knee, keep those elbows high, go for your 5 reps. If that felt good, great, drop a little lower down. If not, stay in that position, let it loosen off. Okay? So again, getting those elbows nice and high, chin goes back, pressing that bar up. All that's going to do is unlock the lats, unlock the shoulders, and then unlock that squat as well, spending more time. Okay? Now we're looking for 2 sets of 5 here, with about 30 seconds reps between the 2 as well. Okay? So make up those 5 reps, get yourself into whatever depth is comfortable for you. Make sure that waist towards the heels, and then we're going to go for our 5 nice and steady reps. And then that last one, standing tall, take a rest, and then go for 5 again. So Jen, if you can, pop the bar on your front rack for this one.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Right. So both work, but this one's a little more specific to our clean. Good, remember, keep those elbows high. Nice. Okay, so again, take that rest as needed. Give you 30 seconds, Jen, but when you're ready, you can go again. Make sure you take your time with those 5 reps, loosen them off, and then we'll go for our clean pull work next. Good, as you go through those 5 reps, sink a little bit lower down to that squat if you can. Good, you should feel upper body loosen off, and then hips and ankles and knees as well. Good, that was good.
Oh, yeah, that's much better than it used to be.
That was much easier to squat, and then you're keeping those elbows high as well. That was better.
Cool.
Okay, so that's us through our mobility protocol there. We're going to work on our clean pull next. I'll give you a second. For this one, you're just going to need that bar. You don't need anything else. If you have lifters and want to wear them, you can do 40 steps. Okay, and then first off, we're just going to cover our setup system for that clean pull. Okay, now grip is going to be our usual front rack grip, so thumbs distance out from your hip or your upper thigh, just wherever your arms, wherever that bar is, with your arms extended. Okay, and then if you can, we're going to hook grip on whatever object we're using, so fingers over the thumbs. And then again, thumb system out as a rough guide. If you know you've got a clean grip that works for you, you can just go to that. Okay? And then into our step position. Okay, now to start with, we're going for pretty similar to our deadlift stance. Okay, so just feet underneath the hips, toes pointed slightly out, and then as we go through this, chances are we'll move into a more comfortable position for you. Okay? Now from there, and then we'll come down, get that bar against the position. Okay, so where's going to sit with plates on that bar there. Now, things we're looking for here, waist should be through the middle of my foot. Okay, so I should have my big toe, pinky toe, heel, all in contact with the floor. That's going to give me the most area to press through as I can on my wheel. Okay? So, weight on my foot, my knees are going to be slightly over my toes. So they should be covering my toes, but they should be vertical in here. Okay, so just a slight angle of my knees with my toes, and then shoulders should be covering that bar. Okay, so again, weight over my foot, knees are tracking slightly over my toes, and then shoulders covering that bar. Okay, again, making sure we stay still on my foot. As soon as you feel that weight over your toes, over your heels, make any adjustments you need to. We're just looking for a reasonably comfortable set position now. Okay? So when you're ready, can you find that set position? Good. So again, feet on your hips, toes pointing slightly out. And then when you're ready, get that bar again mid-shin. Good, Jen. Bring your hips slightly higher, just about an inch higher. Good. And then back tight, core tight. Make sure those arms are nice and long, just give them a shake. Good. Okay, and then rest there. So that's our clean pull. Okay? So chances are when you're down in that small position, you should feel a little bit of tightness between the back leg and the quads. If you don't, that's fine. Chances are if you're super flexible, you won't feel anything. Okay? Now, once we find that solid set position, making sure my core is nice and tight, and then I'm going to drive through the middle of my foot, bring my hips up with my shoulders, keep that bar nice and close. Okay? So again, arms are long, waist to the middle of my foot. I'm going to drive through the floor. That's going to bring my hips up with my shoulders, and the back stays the same. I'm just going to clear my kneecaps and then come back down. Okay? So drive through the floor, nice and controlled, clear your knees, and then come back down. Okay? Again, the main thing we're thinking of here is we're going to drive through the middle of your foot. Okay, that's going to prevent any sort of deadlift pull, hips rising too fast, or shoulders rising too fast. Okay, so core nice and tight, keep the angle back the same, hips and shoulders are going to rise at the same time. So when you're ready, you get yourself back into that set position. Good, okay, and then when I say go, all you're going to do is drive through the middle of your foot, clear your knees, and then come back down. Okay, so back to the start, good. When you're ready, go. Good, back down. And go. Back down. Go. Back down, one more. Ready, and go. Good, back down. Okay, so have a rest there. What we're going to do is we're going to come back to the hand position. So bar just over your knees, and then we're going to slightly tweak that. Okay? So shake out legs, and then we're going to come back to it. All you're going to do is find that hand position for me again. So bring that bar up. It's just above your knees. And then hold there if you can. Good, so shake your legs. Chance I'll feel a little bit tight just now. And then we're going to come back to that start position. So bar against the chin. All you're going to do is come up into your hand. And then pause there. And then resting back down, you can come back to that start position. Okay? So again, just starting bar against mid-shin, find that set position. Each time you want that picture to look the same, so feet in the same position, and then feel that usual start position. Good. Good, now from there, come back up to just above your knee. Bring your shoulders about an inch further over the bar. So let your hips come up just slightly, so bring your knees further back. Good, there you go. That was a good fix. A little bit more. Good, there you go. So that's where you want to go for your hand. Okay, so in that position, you've allowed your hips and your shoulders rise at the same time. That bar is nice and close, so you should be able to turn in your lats, get that bar against your legs. And then from there, we can then extend, making sure we stay flat-footed as long as possible. Okay, so come back down to your start position. So bar against midsection. Good, and then when you're ready, back up to that hang. Good, that's better. Back down. Drive through the floor. When you're ready, go. Good, back down. Keep those arms long, give them a shake. So come back to the start. So back, back to mission. Shake out your arms there. They should be nice and loose. Imagine they're like ropes. We don't want too much gripping that bar too much.
Oh,
good.
the pain.
Okay, rest up there. For our last bit, we're going to go for bring that bar from the hang up to our. Okay, so finishing off that pull. Now, once we find that solid hang position, we can then think about putting power on that bar. Okay, so the first bit should be nice and controlled, hips and shoulders rise at the same time. We set up the rest of that lift by keeping that bar nice and close and allowing ourselves to get into that nice solid hang position. Okay, now from there, I'm then going to think about extending as fast as I can. Okay, so I'm going to get as tall as I can, bring that bar up to my upper thigh, keep my arms long, get as tall as I can, and then we can think about dropping underneath that bar. Okay, so for just now, I'm going to take this from the start, so bar against my chin. You're going to drive through the floor, get your hands chin pause there, make sure your shoulders over that bar, bars where you want it, feet are flat, and then when you're ready, you're going to get as tall as you can, extend, and then the power should bring you up off the floor just slightly. Okay, so it's not too much of a hits through jump. You're just going to think about getting as tall as you can, and then the power of that leg drive should send you up into the air. Okay? So again, start mission, drive through the floor, clear your knees, pause for a second there, make sure you're in that solid hand position, and then when you're ready, you can extend, get as tall as you can, keeping those arms long. Okay? So this, then you can rest up. Good, so bar against midsection to start with. And then when I say go, you can come up to your hang, then we'll pause on that hang, make sure in that solid position, and then when you're ready, you can extend from there. Okay, ready, go. Good, good fix. And then when you're ready, extend. Good, get as tall as you can. Okay, back to the start there. So back to midsection. And then up into your hang. And go. Good, that was better. Okay, back to the start, one more. When you're ready, up to that hang. Good, keep those arms long. And go. Good, that was much nicer extension. So, only difference there is your first one, bar was a little bit too far in front of you. So when your hips came through, bar came off your hip, and then sort of shot out of hips. Whereas last two, bar was closer, when you extended, it traveled up off hip, and that's going to have much more of a transfer over to our clean when we think about keeping that bar close so we can drop underneath.
Okay. Where are my shoulders in relation to my hips in the hang? Because I feel like I'm in a different position than I usually am.
So just now, your shoulders are covering the bar, which is what we want. Before, your hips were a bit low, so your knees were too flexed, and then when you try to go, you're going to have to rely on all quads. Whereas just now, you've got your hips a little bit higher, which is what we want. We can activate those hamstrings a little more, and then we can drive through all of our leg rather than just the quads when we think about extending.
Okay, so are your shoulders above the bar or in front of the bar?
So side on, your shoulders should cover the bar.
Okay.
So like directly over. But the main thing for you was just extending your legs slightly.
Okay.
And that's what the super quad dominant pull.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you have a little rest and we're going to come all together. and go for a full clean pull. Okay? So bar against the shin. When you're ready, you're going to drive through the floor, nice control until you feel your knees. Then we can extend nice and fast, get as tall as we can, and then reset for our next one. Okay? So again, control from the chin up to your knee, then extend nice and fast. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Then extend. Nice. Remember for this one, try not pausing that hang too long. So just straight from mid-shin, up, then extend. Good. That was better. Back down. Nice. Go for one more. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. Okay. And then rest it. How's that feeling just now?
That's okay. Do you think there could be more lats? Like, is it going up a bit far out?
So it's not going out just now, the bar staying close, it's good. Only thing is, you're now pressing the bar up your legs before your shoulders move. So in this hang position, you've got a solid position, and then the bar starts to move up before your shoulders move. So you want your torso to move up as one. Once you clear your knees, your shoulders then come behind that bar, and it's extended. Okay? So try to avoid pulling the bar with your arms. Lay arms nice and long. Once you reach that hand, it's then going to be all legs, and then swing again as far as you can. Okay, so next, those arms relaxed, and then once you clear your knees, you can then extend nice and hard.
Cool.
Okay? Okay, so when you're ready back into that setup, just take this one at a time. When you get into that mid-shin position, make sure you squeeze your shoulders together. Good, that's better. Nice, arms relaxed. Good, that was much better. Okay, go for that again. Keep those arms long. Good, go for one more. Remember, when you clear your knees, just drive through your legs. Good, okay, and rest there. How's that feeling?
Oh, I think the last one felt a bit better than the middle one.
So it's looking much more powerful because once you clear your knees, you're now utilizing your legs rather than pulling the arms.
Yes. Yeah.
But that is our mobility protocol done. Cut this off.